Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh and in today's video we will be talking about the status of surrogacy in India, and in particular we will be discussing about the Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021. So let us understand the timeline of the video. First we will be looking at the news, then about the Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021 and many of its components, that is about the intending couple who wants to be parents through surrogacy, then what is the eligibility criteria, about the surrogate mother, and is there any regulating body who is looking after the status of surrogacy in India, then what are the offenses relating to it, then about that why regulations on surrogacy is required in India, and in the end we will be looking into a prelims MCQ and a mains practice question. This topic is of relevance from General Studies Paper 2, Government Policies and Intervention, and also from issues related to women. See, from exam perspective, this is very important from both prelims and mains, but especially from mains perspective, knowing about the act becomes all the more important. So let's get started and see the news. This news has been taken from Indian Express and it says, Nayanthara Vignesh controversy. What laws regulate surrogacy in India? So we will not be going into the controversy because this has nothing to do with us, and what we will be looking into is about first is surrogacy in India, and then is there any law which is regulating surrogacy in India. So what has happened is the Tamil film director Vignesh and his actor wife Nayanthara, they had become parents of two twin boys. So what is happening is there are speculations that they have become parents through surrogacy, and the Tamil Nadu health minister has said that there will be an inquiry which will be conducted into the case regarding surrogacy, whether they have become parents through surrogacy or not. So now let us look at the Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021. What does it all constitute? And so first and foremost, what do you understand by the word surrogacy? The very basic thing of the act, what is the meaning of surrogacy, the central idea of everything. See, surrogacy is a practice where a woman undertakes to give birth to a child for another couple and agrees to hand over the child to them after their birth. See, what happens is, imagine this is one couple and this is another woman. So this couple is not able to become parent by themselves. So what will they do is they will try to become parent through surrogacy. So they will contact some other woman who can perform surrogacy for them, and this surrogate mother, after giving birth to the baby, will hand over the baby to this couple. This is what is called surrogacy. See, this is what is written. A woman undertakes to give birth, which is this woman who will undertake to give birth to a child for another couple. So this will be another couple and agrees to hand over the child to them after their birth. So in India, commercial surrogacy is not allowed. So see, whenever the word commercial is there, what does the word commercial means? Commercial means there is involvement of money. So in India, commercial surrogacy is not allowed. What is allowed is altruistic surrogacy. This is what is allowed. Two very important points from exam perspective, that commercial surrogacy is not allowed in India. Which surrogacy is allowed in India? That is, altruistic surrogacy is allowed in India. So what does it mean? It means doing something for good of someone. That is, by not taking any kind of fees from the other person and still becoming a surrogate mother of their baby is what is allowed in our country. Only the medical expenses and insurance coverage is provided by the couple to the surrogate mother in altruistic surrogacy. No financial or monetary aspect is involved. medical expenses and insurance coverage is provided by the couple to the surrogate mother in the altruistic surrogacy. So that is allowed in our country. So this is what is all about surrogacy. Now we will move deep into this. So first let us understand that what is intending couple. So the couple or the male and the female, the married couple who are not able to become parents and is looking for someone who can become the surrogate mother of their baby is what is called the intending couple, the couple who wants to be the parent. So it is when they are only two infertile Indian married couples. They are someone who will be eligible to become the intended couple or a couple who can look for surrogate mother. They have to be, and they have to prove that there is infertility and they are not able to become parent by themselves and they are married. So the couple that has proven infertility is a candidate. So this is a mandatory clause in becoming an intended couple. Second is there should be one certificate of essentiality and second is certificate of eligibility, which should be issued by a appropriate authority. See, certificate of eligibility means first they should prove that they are infertile, then they are married and all the other things. While the certificate of essentiality includes certificate of infertility of either one parent or both of them from a district medical board. Then second is insurance cover for the surrogate mother. Then the order of parentage and custody of the surrogate child passed by a magistrate's court. So all these three aspects comes under certificate of essentiality. So who can become intended couple? First, they should be able to prove that they are not able to become parent by themselves. That is proven infertility. Then they should be married. Second is certificate of essentiality, which belongs to all these things. And then there is certificate of eligibility, that yes, we are not able to become parent and we are eligible to become the intended couple. Now let us talk about the eligibility criteria. Who are eligible to take part in this? Then the Indian citizens who have been married for at least 5 years. First, you have to be an Indian citizen and your marriage should be 5 years old. Then the female, between the couple, the female should be of the age 23 to 50 years, while the male partner should be between 26 to 55 years. And they cannot have any surviving children. It can be biological, adopted or surrogate. So the couple who is thinking of becoming a parent through surrogacy cannot have a surviving children. If they have one, then they cannot become parent from surrogacy. And that is why, see, you must be thinking about the case of Shah Rukh Khan. But Shah Rukh Khan's case was before 2021, before the Surrogacy Regulation Act became, it was a bill then, but in 2021 it became an act. And there are many examples from Bollywood or somewhere else industry where there is, the stars have become parent through surrogacy. You can take the example of Shah Rukh Khan or Karan Johar or Shilpa Shetty. All they have used, Priyanka Chopra also, they have all become parent through surrogacy. Then they should not include a child who is mentally or physically challenged or suffers from life-threatening disorder or fatal illness. So the eligibility criteria includes first, Indian citizen. Second, marriage should be 5 years old. Female 23 to 50 years. Male 26 to 55 years. And they cannot have a surviving children. And the child, if that is mentally or physically challenged, then it is not included in it. Now let's talk about that who can be a surrogate mother. Someone who will be giving birth to someone else's baby. So surrogate mother can only be a close relative of the couple. It can only be a close relative of the couple, and this is the point which is also a criticism, that if a close relative is not ready to become a surrogate mother, then what will the couple do? But for now, surrogate mother includes only a close relative of the couple. Then she should have been married. An unmarried woman cannot become a surrogate mother. Then she should have a child of her own. Then she must be between 25 to 35 years of age and can be a surrogate mother only once. The important word here is only once. So, who can be a surrogate mother? Close relative of the couple. She should be married. She should have a child of her own. Age is 25 to 35 years and only once. Very important clause. Only once she can be a surrogate mother. See, these are important points. Very, very important points. Because this is where the examiner can trick you by writing that a surrogate mother can become a surrogate mother for n number of times, or for twice or thrice. So these are the small nitty-gritties that you need to focus on. Then let's talk about the regulating body. So the center and state governments are expected to constitute one national surrogacy board and state surrogacy board. So the central government will look into the national surrogacy board, while every state will have their own state surrogacy board, which will advise the state governments and the central governments regarding the status of surrogacy, or what are the laws, or what is going on about the surrogacy in the country. Then it will also lay down the code of conduct of surrogacy clinics, as in present time, or you can say in the past there was this problem which was happening in India, that the surrogacy clinics was increasing and this was becoming a commercial business. Surrogacy was becoming a commercial business, and India was becoming a surrogacy hub. So it was becoming important to have a regulatory body in India who can look after the status of surrogacy in the country. Then it will be reviewing the implementation of the act, whether all the clauses of the act are being followed in the country or not. And that is why for the implementation part and reviewing the implementation part, it becomes all the more important to have a body who is looking after that whether all the laws and the policies is getting followed or not. Now let's look at the offenses, that if someone would not be following the Surrogacy Regulation Act or the clauses of the Surrogacy Regulation Act, that what can happen. So offenses include, first, commercial surrogacy. This is not allowed in our country. Then selling of embryos. This is also an offense. Exploiting the females for money. Then abandoning a surrogate child. Abandoning a surrogate child has also become a problem in our country in the past. So to get rid of this problem, now there is an offense, so that people cannot make it their habit of doing this. So the offense is, it can invite up to 10 years of imprisonment and a fine of up to rupees 10 lakh. This is a point which is of utmost importance, that you need to know that there is penalty, there is offense. Offense of 10 years of imprisonment or a fine of rupees 10 lakh. Now let us talk about that why regulations on surrogacy is required. What are the things which was not going right in our country, and it was required to put them at a stop, and it was required to see whether the things are getting properly implemented or not. So first, as I've told you, that India was becoming a surrogacy hub. People from outside or from abroad were also coming into our country or was coming into India and was looking for surrogacy. And one of the important reason was socio-economic conditions. So the females who was not having good economic conditions and was getting exploited, so they thought of becoming a surrogate mother and do a commercial surrogacy, and so that they will be able to earn some money, and the other people who are coming from abroad can have their baby or become a parent at a rate which is much lower if they will do the same thing in their own country. Then rising middlemen, one of the major problems which was being seen, that when India was becoming the surrogacy hub, it was seen that there was people who was acting like middlemen, and they were the people who was getting in contact the party who wants to be the parent and the surrogate mother. So they were the people who were contacting both, and it was seen that they were charging a lot of amount from the couple but was not transferring the same amount to the surrogate mother, and the surrogate mother was being exploited, and the females was doing this business because they were not in the right economic conditions. Then refusing to take the child, many a times even this clause was seen, that what was happening was, even though a couple used to come and say that we wanted to be a parent, but many a times after those 9 or 10 or 12 months period, if the couple was not in good terms, or there's something wrong happens, or there is a twins which comes out, then what was happening was, the child, out of the 2 babies in twins, the couple took 1 baby and left the other with the surrogate mother. And if both the couple is not in good terms, then what did they do? They were not taking the baby from the surrogate mother, and in the end it was who was suffering? It was the surrogate mother. The economic social conditions of these women were not good and they were being exploited. So in the end they did not knew what to do with the child who was not theirs. Someone else asked them to become a surrogate mother, but because of certain conditions, though this was a rare condition, and someone who was not supposed to give birth to the child but did it for someone else, now have to suffer because of them. So these were few of the problems that India was facing, and there was need felt for regulating the surrogacy in our country. Now let us also talk about the Assisted Reproductive Technique Act 2021. So what does ART? This is popularly known as ART Act 2021. So ART is also a technique that attempt to obtain a pregnancy. So in ART also, if there is a couple who is not able to become a parent, so they will adopt a technique which is ART, and through the technique of ART, that is Assisted Reproductive Technique, they will try to become the parent. Okay, see, ART, if you will go by the words, that is the etymology. So what does, you know the meaning of reproduction? So what does ART means? See, Assisted Reproductive Technique, a technique which will assist you in reproducing. So many a times when you will actually see the words very carefully, you will be able to take out the meaning from them. So this is a technique which will assist you in reproducing, or which will help you in reproducing. So this is what is the simple meaning of ART. And handling the sperm or the oocyte outside the human body. This sperm or the oocyte outside the human body. See, what will happen in ART is, imagine this is a couple and they are not able to become parent because of certain conditions, that be it the female is not able to produce, or there is problem in the male, or both sperm and oocytes are not fertile enough, or the female is not able to conceive. There can be many reasons in this. So in this, many a times in ART techniques, what can be done is, from the males the sperm is taken and is injected into the female, and many a times both the sperm and the egg is taken out from both the parent body and is injected or become an egg outside the body. They are being fertilized outside the body in a lab. So there can be many different combinations. So transferring into the reproductive system of a woman. See, this is a male and this is a female. So what will happen is, and this is also a female. See, handling the sperm or the oocyte. Sperm is male part and oocyte is female. So we will take the sperm from the male section and the oocyte from the female section, and they will combine outside the human body, or that is in a laboratory. Then what will happen is, after getting them fused in a laboratory, that will again be transferred into the reproductive system of a woman. Then after it gets fused in a laboratory, it will be again inserted back in the body of the female. Then it is open for married couples. It is not that only the married couple can adopt ART. See, surrogacy was adopted by only married couples, but ART is not only open to married couples. It can be adopted by married couples, living-in partners, single women, and foreigners also. So this is the clause which there is a difference between surrogacy and ART, and you need to keep this in mind. So, and it will also include, so what are the techniques that are involved under the ART are gamete donation, intrauterine insemination, and in vitro fertilization. See, in the in vitro fertilization, what happens is a sperm and the ovum is taken and is fused in a laboratory. And intrauterine insemination, under this what happens is the sperm is injected inside the uterus of the female. And gamete donation, we know that from some other person the donation can be taken and the fusion can be done. So this was all about the ART technology. Now let us come to the prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. This would be a difficult one for you, as this is also a previous year question from UPSC 2020. So in the context of recent advances in human reproductive technology, pro-nuclear transfer is used for. So pro-nuclear transfer is used for what? And by looking into this question, you can also understand that how the question is coming from this aspect. That in place of pro-nuclear transfer, you can also, the UPSC can also talk about ART technology or surrogacy and can give you 4 different options. So in this you have to talk about pro-nuclear transfer. A is fertilization of egg in vitro by the donor sperm. Second, genetic modification of sperm producing cells. Third, development of stem cells into functional embryos. And fourth is prevention of mitochondrial diseases in offsprings. Now let us talk about the last aspect, that is the mains practice question. It is a 10-marker question and a simple one. What is Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021? Explain its various components. So you just have to go through the Surrogacy Regulation Act and talk about its various components. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.